Good evening, Jeff Caputo, St. Petersburg. At the school board's April 23rd workshop, Dr. Kennedy stated that since the variant was responsible for COVID hospitalizations and extreme contagion, then such was a basis to keep healthy youth masked. However, publicly available data does not indicate a threat warranting masking youth. Any current stats I'm speaking of are as of Monday. Youth means ages 0 to 18 and hospitalizations means for COVID. There's been an average of only 5 youth hospitalizations per month since August 2020 in Pinellas. There are currently 5 youth hospitalizations countywide, 2 for ages 0 to 5, 2 for ages 6 to 12, and 1 for ages 13 to 18. Unless this data gleaned directly from the Florida Department of Health and Agency for Healthcare Administration is wrong, then 5 youth hospitalizations out of the 16 hospitals countywide, which may have pediatric units, does not sound like an impending crisis in pediatric COVID overwhelming the hospital capacities. Therefore, Kennedy's statement should be stricken for any consideration using youth hospitalizations as a basis to keep youth masked. Dr. Kennedy also stated how the variant could cause more spread by children in the general population. However, since the variant introduction in January, there's been a 54% decrease in youth COVID cases. I had a poster, they didn't allow it, but 54% decrease in youth COVID cases. So a drop at over 50% over the past 4 months does not sound like a super spreader. The supposition that masks are slowing the spread on school grounds is contradicted by the fact that COVID cases on Pinellas school grounds jumped 84% from September to January 2021. Pinellas students have been at a likely 100% compliance with the mandate due to the extreme threat, duress, and coercion imposed on them. But cases still jumped nearly 90% over 4 months with a very high compliance rate. Please note that alleging cases jumped due to improper masking technique can't be used. You guys obviously have people monitoring compliance. This data of Pinellas schools regarding the ineffectiveness that I just spoke of, coupled with the high compliance, has already been proven for decades with randomized control trials, or RCTs. RCTs are the gold standard of effectiveness research. The CDC in May 2020 conducted 14 RCTs spanning over 70 years, proving community masking had no substantial effects with preventing or transmitting influenza. Note that the size difference is only 0.02 between an influenza and SARS-2 particle. Those RCTs have not been retracted, as well as many other RCTs echoing the same findings that I have here. I'll be happy to send out to you. This ineffectiveness, coupled with the proven damages masks can cause physically and psychologically to children, makes for both a failed and dangerous intervention, thus having no justification, and the school board should end the mask mandate. Dr. Ali Messina, suggesting that there is no impending physical or psychological damages resulting from youth being masked consistently, it's contradicted by decades of legitimate research, which I have right here. And
right over here. Our next speaker is Yvette Go.
Good evening.
Hello. So I'm back.